Imagine the satisfaction of plucking a ripe, juicy tomato right from the vine in your own backyard. Gardening is not just about growing food, it's about growing joy. Growing tomatoes at home allows you to control what goes into your food and ultimately into your body. You can steer clear of harmful chemicals and embrace more natural, organic methods. From fresh salads to homemade ketchup, the possibilities are endless. With each step, you'll learn more about the art and science of gardening, making each tomato you eat a true taste of success. Selecting the right seeds is the first crucial step in your tomato gardening journey. The variety of tomato you choose should align with your climate, taste preferences, and intended use. Cherry tomatoes are small and sweet, perfect for salads, while beefsteak tomatoes are large and meaty, ideal for slicing. Consider also the growing conditions and disease resistance. Local garden centers often provide seeds suitable for your region. Another factor to consider is whether to choose heirloom or hybrid seeds. Heirloom tomatoes are often more flavorful, while hybrids offer improved disease resistance and higher yields. By selecting the appropriate seeds, you set the foundation for a successful tomato crop. Once you have your seeds, you're ready to move on to preparing the soil. Soil preparation is one of the most important steps in the tomato growing process. Tomatoes thrive in rich, well-draining soil with plenty of organic matter. Before planting, it's essential to get your soil tested. This will tell you what nutrients are present and what might be lacking. If your soil is heavy and clay-like, adding compost or aged manure will improve its structure and drainage. If it's too sandy, organic matter can help retain water and nutrients. The ideal pH for tomatoes is between 6 and 6.8. Compost is rich in nutrients and beneficial microorganisms. Mixing in a good amount of compost will give your tomato plants a strong start. Properly prepared soil will provide the best possible environment for your tomato seeds to sprout and grow. Sowing tomato seeds correctly is essential for germination and early growth. Start by filling a seed tray or small pots with a high-quality seed starting mix. Moisten the soil slightly before sowing to provide the ideal wet environment for seeds to germinate. Place 2 to 3 seeds in each pot, pressing them gently into the soil about a 1/4 inch deep. Cover the seeds lightly with soil or vermiculite and gently water them. Keep the soil moist but not waterlogged. Place the seed tray in a warm area. Warmth is more crucial than light at this stage. Once the seeds sprout, move the seedlings to a location where they can receive plenty of light. The seedlings need about 16 hours of light a day to grow strong and healthy. Thinning the seedlings is an important step once they have a couple of sets of true leaves. With your seedlings well on their way, you'll soon be ready to move them to their next stage of growth transplanting. The care you provide in the early stages of your tomato plant's growth can significantly impact their overall health and productivity. After your seedlings have developed their first true leaves, it's important to begin a regimen of careful watering and feeding. Water them deeply but infrequently, allowing the soil's surface to dry out slightly between waterings. Feeding your seedlings is also crucial at this stage. Begin with a half-strength balanced liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks. As they grow, you can gradually increase the strength of the fertilizer. Temperature control is another important aspect of seedling care. Keep the plants in a location where temperatures remain between 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. Lastly, begin to acclimate your seedlings to outdoor conditions a few weeks before planting them in the garden. This process, known as hardening off, involves gradually exposing the plants to the sun, wind, and temperature fluctuations they will encounter outside. This step is crucial for preparing the seedlings for their transition to the garden. Transplanting is a significant phase in the life cycle of a tomato plant. When your tomato seedlings are about 6 to 8 inches tall and have several sets of true leaves, they are ready to be moved to their final growing location. Choose a cloudy day or late afternoon to transplant, as the cooler temperatures will reduce the stress on the plants. Before transplanting, water your seedlings thoroughly. Dig a hole in your prepared garden bed that is slightly larger than the root ball of the seedling. Mix some compost into the hole to add nutrients and improve soil structure. Tomato plants benefit from being planted deeply, with up to 2/3 of the plant buried. Carefully remove the seedling from its pot, disturbing the root ball as little as possible. Place the plant in the hole and backfill with soil, pressing down gently to eliminate air pockets. Water the plant well to help settle the soil around the roots. Once your tomato plants are securely in the ground, ongoing care is crucial to ensure healthy growth and an abundant harvest. Regular watering is critical, especially as the plants grow larger and the weather gets warmer. Tomato plants prefer deep, infrequent watering, which encourages the roots to grow deeper into the soil. Mulching around your tomato plants is another beneficial practice. Mulch helps retain soil moisture, suppresses weeds, and keeps soil temperatures stable. Organic mulches, such as straw or shredded leaves, also add nutrients to the soil as they decompose. Apply a 2 to 3 inch layer of mulch around your plants, being careful not to let it touch the stems directly to avoid rot. Monitoring for pests and diseases is also important. Keep an eye out for common tomato pests like aphids, tomato hornworms, and spider mites. Regular inspections will allow you to catch any issues early and manage them before they become severe. Use organic pest control methods whenever possible. Pruning your tomato plants can also improve their health and productivity. Remove any leaves that touch the ground to prevent disease transmission. Tomato plants, like all garden vegetables, are susceptible to a range of pests and diseases. Being proactive in managing these challenges is key to maintaining a healthy garden. Start by choosing disease-resistant tomato varieties whenever possible. For pests such as aphids, whiteflies, and tomato hornworms, organic control methods can be very effective. Introducing beneficial insects such as ladybugs and lacewings can help control aphid populations naturally. For larger pests like tomato hornworms, manual removal may be necessary. Regularly inspect your plants, and if you find these large caterpillars, remove them by hand. Fungal diseases such as blight and powdery mildew can be more challenging to handle. To prevent these issues, ensure good air circulation around your plants by spacing them properly and pruning them regularly. Proper watering and feeding are essential for the success of your tomato plants. Tomatoes require a consistent supply of moisture, especially once they start setting fruit. Irregular watering can lead to problems such as blossom end rot or splitting fruit. Aim to water your plants deeply, once or twice a week, more frequently in hot or windy weather. Feeding your tomatoes is also crucial for their growth and fruit production. Begin feeding your plants a balanced fertilizer once they start to form fruits. Tomatoes are heavy feeders and benefit from regular feeding with a fertilizer high in potassium. By providing regular care, you can ensure that your tomato plants have the resources they need to produce bountiful and delicious fruits. The culmination of your hard work in the garden is the harvest. Knowing when and how to harvest your tomatoes can make a significant difference in their taste and longevity. Tomatoes are best harvested when they are fully colored and firm to the touch. Gently twist the fruit off the vine or use a pair of scissors to cut it, leaving a small part of the stem attached. If you have a large number of tomatoes ripening at the same time, you can harvest some of them when they are still slightly underripe and allow them to ripen indoors. Place these tomatoes in a paper bag with a banana to speed up the ripening process. After harvesting, store your tomatoes at room temperature, not in the refrigerator, to maintain their best flavor and texture. Enjoy your tomatoes fresh for the best taste, or use them in cooking to bring out their rich flavors in sauces and stews. Growing tomatoes from seeds to harvest is a rewarding journey that offers more than just fresh produce. It provides a sense of accomplishment, a deeper connection with nature, and an opportunity to contribute to a healthier environment. Moreover, homegrown tomatoes are not only tastier, but also healthier. They are free from the pesticides and chemicals often found in store-bought produce. Gardening also encourages a more sustainable lifestyle, reducing your carbon footprint and promoting biodiversity. Happy gardening!